Hello guys and welcome to today's video. Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you how to use the on-turn server organizer. So first things first, you're going to want to download and install it off of the website. I'll have a link for that in the description. And then you're just going to hit new server as soon as you have it open. For most servers, I really recommend having Ruck and Mod enabled. Allows admins and just in general a lot more, not just for admins. Alright, server name, just have that for now. And this is not what it will be displayed out on the on-turn and on-turn. This will not be the name of it. Right, now there are a few different kinds of settings you can edit. Just go over this general thing right here. So the instance name is not public. This is just used to identify by USO. Then the public server name, this is what is displayed in on-turn. Then you have your map. It has all the base game vanilla ones, and any workshop ones will show up after you have installed them. Then you have pick your difficulty, welcome message, and the server port is for the port you're going to use when you try port forwarding it. And leave the bind alone. I wouldn't touch that unless you know what you're doing. The owner, this is going to put the Steam 64 ID, which should be a very long string of numbers that you can get. And I can show you how to do that right now. Now, go to steamid.io, go to Steam Valve. Alright. Yep. Steam. Works. Okay. Sorry. But you're gonna go here. I'll just log in real quick. Actually, I shouldn't need to do that right now. Find people. Just go to anyone's really. Go here, and you're gonna take that. Just their Steam ID. Well, their Steam profile link. Put that in there, look up, and right there is the code that you're going to want to copy and put for the owner. I do not know who this is, but okay. Just want to do that. Put that in for your owner, whoever your owner is. And the password, you only need the password is only for more private servers, only for private servers. And they'll use that password to get in whenever they try to log on. Perspective is just the view, first, third person view, stuff like that. Alright, the day-night cycle, that's just how fast or slow it is. The queue size, self-explanatory. Timeout, the timeout is okay, so the timeout gives you how high the ping on a server can get before it starts kicking people off the server. So you normally don't need to touch this if you have a good internet connection and a good PC. But if you know your server is going to occasionally spike and you don't have the best hardware or internet, then I recommend raising that. Maximum players, self-explanatory, gold users only. And then allow cheats. This is not like some other games where everyone can use those cheats. This just allows people who are admin to use them. And hide admins, self-explanatory. PvP or PvE. And then you can also have kick votes, where people on the server can vote to kick a single player. And there are a few different things you can edit for this. And the loadout is the skills and items that everyone will get when when someone logs into the server for the first time, that's just what they'll have on them. Alright. Now we can go and do a few of these other things. Oh, guess we have to start the server at least once. Alright, this shouldn't take long for the first run. It just loads all the vanilla things, all the vanilla assets, which can take a little bit of time, but my computer can handle it pretty fast. Alright, yeah, you cannot access any of these other things until, except for the security settings, but for the most part you have to at least have the server ran once. Yep, that's that. It should be done in a second. Well, the server folder is where everything, all the configs are, all the settings you can toggle and change are all located in here if you want to do it manually for whatever reason. Alright, and almost done. Done. Alright, shut that. Now we can go and shut that down. Oh, just black. Alright. Shut down. Now we can go into these other settings. The advanced settings are just simple vanilla things that you'd find in the single player when you go in there, and you can change the advanced settings. You can change it for each difficulty. It's for items, you can change spawn chance, despawn, quality, how likely they are to have their full magazine, stuff like that. Vehicles, when you'll find them, how durable they are. Just general settings like that for each. And you cannot edit these unless you can edit them. But that does nothing unless you have USO Premium, which I do not currently have, sadly. Which is also important why you can access this. Since all those settings, though they may not be as simple to use or to find, you can just open that config.json file in your server file, and it has all those same settings, just not as organized or easy to find. Alright. And then Rocket Mod is an amazing tool. So it allows you to add these plugins which allow for you to do different things with your servers. All those servers with TPA and /I and kit and /v all have Rocket Mod enabled, because Rocket Mod is what lets you use all those very simple commands and allows you to set up permissions. Now here are just a few general settings you can set for the whole server. But then you go to plugins, and this is how you get your Rocket plugins on here. So then when you hit download plugins or add plugins, oh, I can't go back. When you hit that button, it brings up the Rocket Hub website, where it has all the current plugins. Now, one that I really recommend getting is called, nope, not it, Essentials. Good enough. This one is amazing, because what it lets you do is if you go to the GitHub for it, and in here somewhere, nope, not there. Alright, if you go down here to over 60 commands, click that. What this will do, alright, it's loading something. Alright, maybe not use that, but while you're in USO, just click download and it will install it. So I guess now if you go in your browser and just type that, and you were to hit that over 60 commands link, it would bring you here. It's the command reference, and it shows you all the different commands that are available all in there, and then you just below that for each one it has the name, description, what it does, usage, which is the syntax that you put into chat, any other shortened ones, and the permission, which we'll get to later. And this just has all of them. And this is an amazing one because it contains all of those. The clear inventory /I/V, the kits. Also has the TPAs, experience, home. All those are included in this one. And there are other ones that you can get, but you don't. That can do a lot more, but you don't need those for this. Alright, and the permissions is where you can go in and change what commands everyone has access to. Alright? And the members of whoever. The Steam 64 ID, you put it down here again in this member column, and that. And everyone who has their Steam 64 ID in there will have this permission set. And you can also change their names in chat and things like that, so it's easier to identify them. Display name. Alright, and you cannot, once again, as with those other things, you cannot use just this. But if you go to edit the permissions, but if you go to Rocket, permissions.config.xml, open this with a notepad, and there you have it all. So when you want to add a new permission, all you have to do is copy and paste this. I like to keep it in line. And then in between and you can change the cooldown, that doesn't have to be 0. And these are by seconds, not minutes or anything, it's seconds. Then in there, you put that little code. And if you go back to that command reference, and this permission right here, this is what you can just copy and paste that, go back here, place that, and there you go. Now everyone who has the permissions, who is a member of this, whoever is a member of this one, which I believe, the guest permission set, everyone who is a member of this one has these. You can also set the default group, which is the one that they'll instantly be in whenever anyone joins. So for this, everyone who joins will instantly have access to /p/compass/rocket, and this is the /i command or /item. Alright, and we don't need that anymore. Can you save that? Alright, that's the rocket, and then the Steam Workshop. This is how you get mods on your server. And this map is installed from the other server I run, Omega RP, which is a City Life server, if you're interested. Alright, so, but to get new workshop mods, you just hit install new mod. It will load for a second, and then it brings up the on-turn Steam Workshop, which from here, you just pick any mods you want. Let's see, what's a good one? Alright. The Talligan's Furniture mod is a very nice mod. So I'll just use that one for this example. Adds a lot of placeable furniture. Mostly just objects that you'd find in the on-turn map editor, but allowing them to be crafted and placed in game. So all you're going to do is when you have the mod page open, just click here, as it says, and it will install it. Download and install the mod. Yep, installed successfully. X out of that. And that's it for that, and you can do that, and you can remove and update mods. Pretty general stuff. Alright. And then security settings. This is merely if you want VAC or BattleEye enabled. Relatively simple. And that's all for just the free version. I Oh, wait, there is one more thing. Oh, we cannot do that currently because my router is not enabled. But what this is that if your router is compatible, what it can do is it can just automatically port forward it. It can automatically port forward that your server, which can be quite complicated sometimes for some, but and it's a nice little thing to have, but I do not have access to it. And update, it's just a few things, a few different things you can update. You wanna, alright. Domain, you can also, honestly, I don't quite know what this is, but it's a premium feature. I'll probably be doing another video where I go over just the premium features. But that's it for just the base, okay? For the base program, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope those helpful, and goodbye.